everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about Royal Talens Cobra. So you'll hear these commonly referred to as just Cobra oil paints. They're water soluble oil. I use them a lot for outdoor painting. So like they're my little French box easel, not my other one I use for inside. And yeah, I'm just going to break down the colors, the prices, all the stuff from my last review videos, that type of stuff. So. Alright, so we're just going to go through the colors I have here real quick. And these are, again, Royal Talens Cobra. So I have the majority of the Bob Ross colors here. The only one I couldn't find was Alizarin Crimson, but that one I found out is called Madder Lake. So if you're looking for Alizarin Crimson, they have a Madder Lake color that is pretty much the same. So this is what I use for bright red. This is vermilion. I got permanent sap green or permanent green light. I just like using that for trees. It's not Bob Ross color. Yellow ochre, Indian yellow, permanent lemon yellow light. They also have cadmium yellow if you want to use that. They have Prussian blue, phthalo blue. This is lamp black, and this is phthalo green, sap green, burnt sienna, not dark sienna. If you add the black to that, it will become dark sienna. And then this is Van Dyke brown. So these are, again, Cobra paints. They have 70 colors. Modified linseed oil is the bodies. They have the most colors of any water mixable oil paint that you can find. So that's pretty nice. It's very, very thick paint. So not as thick as the Daniel Smith, but it is very thick paint. It's similar to Winsor & Newton, a little bit thicker than that actually. It's very nice paint. They have similar gloss. I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see it from the camera, but the gloss and the body of all of the paints is pretty much identical. You don't get that a lot with water mixable oils. I know it's usually hit or miss, but with this brand in particular, I've yet to have two tubes that are different, which is pretty incredible. We have, so even like, I'm trying to think, like normally your Van Dyke brown and your raw umbers are not very shiny, but these ones, they're all quite glossy, but they're all the same level of gloss, which is really nice. So if you're painting, it makes your paintings really easier to predict when you're painting, like how the painting's going to turn out. They have pricing on these is, I would say, fairly not really expensive, but somewhere in the mid tier. So $7.50 to $19 for the 40 milliliter tubes, and then $27 for the 150 milliliter tubes. And I only ever get the small tubes because these are what I use for plein air painting. This is the size just for reference. This is titanium white, which I realize I didn't put out. That's okay. We have easy cleaning. So these brushes I just used, and there's some residue from previous paintings, but like there's pretty much no leftover. And normally that's very different than other brands. Normally you'll have some residue, but these have almost none, which is really nice. So they clean up, I think of the water mixable oil paints I'm going to look at, these clean up the best. They clean up the easiest. And so that's a huge plus. Drying time, you're looking at 15 to 20 days, so they do dry a little bit slower than other paints or other brands of water mixable oils. On a warm day, it's usually 10 to 14. So 1 to 2 weeks for warm days, 2 to 3 for cold days. Alright, so we're just going to follow or finish up here. I'm just going to show you a couple of the paintings just so you can get an idea maybe for the colors a bit. This is one that I did outside. It's like I mentioned at the very beginning, I use these for plein air painting or outside painting. The yellows, they're pretty strong. The ochres and Indian yellow stand out more. I think the permanent yellow, the lemon yellow that I use, it doesn't stand out as much. You have to add white to it to get it to stand out. And then here's one that I did just like 5 minutes ago, maybe even less. This is Bob Ross, one of Bob Ross episodes. So it works really well with the mountains. the highlights on the mountains, all that works really well with the palette knife. The highlights on the bushes, those also work really well. So yeah, this is a really solid paint. I'll probably keep buying it for at least for outdoor painting, because you don't have to use very much paint to get this vibrancy. So for that, it's very, very effective. So yep, thanks for watching.